All third-grade students are required to take IREAD unless they have already earned a passing score. This requirement applies to all students, regardless of special education status or English language proficiency, in accordance with state law. Students who pass IREAD have demonstrated mastery of the foundational reading skills expected by the end of third grade and will not need to take the assessment again in the future. Students who receive a did not pass result have not yet met the third grade reading benchmark. These students will receive additional reading support and will have additional opportunities to retest. Under state law, students must pass IREAD by the end of third grade, including summer retest opportunities to be promoted to fourth grade, unless they qualify for an exemption. Students who earned a passing score in second grade have already met this requirement, will not participate in IREAD in third grade, and will be promoted to fourth grade at the end of their third grade year. A student may legally be promoted to fourth grade without a passing IREAD score if one of the following applies. The student has an intellectual disability or an individualized education program that specifies retention is not appropriate, as determined by the case conference committee. The student is identified as a multilingual/English learner and has received services for fewer than 2 years, with the ILP committee determining that promotion is appropriate. The student passes the iLearn Math assessment. The student has been retained twice in kindergarten through second grade and has received intensive intervention for at least 2 years. Or the student has already been retained once in third grade. Students who do not earn a passing score are required to continue participating in IREAD each year until they either pass or complete sixth grade, even if they are promoted to fourth grade through a good cause exemption. Here's what the IREAD process looks like for third graders. If a student passes in the spring, they will no longer participate in IREAD in the future and will be promoted to fourth grade. If a student does not pass in the spring, they will receive additional support and participate in the May retest. If they pass in May, they've met the participation requirements and will be promoted to fourth grade. If they do not pass in May, they will have one final opportunity at the end of summer programming. If they pass at the end of summer programming, they've met the participation requirements and will be promoted to fourth grade. If a student does not earn a passing score by the end of the summer retest, but qualifies for a good cause exemption, including students who were previously retained in third grade, they may move to fourth grade. However, they must continue participating in IREAD each year until they pass or complete sixth grade. It's important to note that the retention requirement applies only to third grade. Students in fourth through sixth grade who have not yet passed IREAD will continue to retest, but they are not subject to retention based on IREAD results in those grades. If this is a student's first time in third grade and they do not pass by the end of summer and do not qualify for a good cause exemption, state law requires that they be retained in third grade to continue strengthening foundational reading skills. If your child does not pass the June retest, we will contact you in July to schedule a meeting. Together, we will develop a plan to support your child's growth and ensure a positive and successful experience in the coming school year. If a student is retained in third grade, they'll participate in IREAD again next year and will be promoted to fourth grade at the end of the year, even if they do not obtain a passing score.